back, everyone. Today we're going to be going over the Aero Precision ultra lightweight scope mount that you see here on this rifle. You guys have seen it in several rifles on the channel over the last few months. Been asking a lot of questions, so we're going to go ahead and try to answer some of those questions coming up next. Inside the box you'll find your scope mount as well as a Torx wrench that'll work on any of the screws that come with the mount. Taking a look at the mount itself, as the name would indicate, it is ultra lightweight, so it comes in just under 3 ounces on my scale at 2.99 ounces. So very lightweight, and they accomplish that by a couple different measures. One, by not using a lot of material, so you can see pretty much anywhere that's not needed, the material is removed. The material they did use is 6061 T6 Type 3 hard anodized aluminum. It even had some milling here on the top to save weight, and here on the scope rings as well did some milling just to save some weight. And they also did not use a quick detach system, so that's kind of the downside. There's no quick detach, but there is lighter weights, so it's basically a damned if you do and damned if you don't. Some guys that like the lightweight are going to love that. Some guys that want the quick detach are not going to like it. So it attaches though via these 3 points here. It'll attach on any 1913 style rail just using your Torx wrench. Very, very simple to do. And speaking of mounting it, one thing that's nice is the surface here is flat, so that way you can use feeler gauges to level out your scope. So I hate mounts that don't have that. I don't know why any scope mount wouldn't have that, but this one has it, so no need to worry there. This version here is the 30mm mount, but there also is a 1-inch mount available. Now, mounting your Optic is fairly simple. We already did the backside here, but as you can see here, it's sort of a lever system that hooks in to this piece right here. So you just kind of hook it in like that, and you're just going to snug down the 2 screws there with your Torx wrench. Now, note on that, the center line, when you actually mount this, the center line of your Optic above the rail is going to be 1.5 inches over that rail. And speaking of eye relief, one thing you probably notice about this Optics mount is that it's kind of almost like a hybrid cantilever, I guess I'd call it. So not really a true cantilever mount like what you get with say like an American Defense mount. I think I have one here. I do. So just taking a look at it, what you see here is if you actually line up where they would mount on the rifle, this ADM mount or LaRue mount, if you have one of those, will actually get it about an inch forward, further forward, I should say. So some folks are going to like that, some folks are not going to like that. Those of you guys who have your AR set up with a A1 or A2 stock won't mind it at all. Or if you just like a long length of pull, it won't be an issue for you at all. Or if you're using it on a non-AR rifle like a Tavor or Steyr or something like that. Another thing to note here while I have it out and I'm talking about other rifles is that it does have a see-through feature. So if you have a rifle with very low profile sights, not an AR obviously, you can still use those sights on some systems with this scope mount. An important factor for most of us out there is going to be price. These Aero mounts come to market right at $85 on their website. They are available. You might be able to find them a little cheaper on a couple other websites. I know Primary Arms has them amongst other websites. So check there, see if you can get a better deal. But definitely a good price, and they're rock solid. This mount has never lost zero, no wandering zeros. It locks up tight. Once I installed it, put a little Loctite on there to secure it down, it's done its job perfectly. But the bad news about it is the eye relief. So like I said, those guys who are going to run their ARs like this, they're never going to notice it. When I had it on my Tavor, I didn't notice it. But if you like to kind of scrunch up on there, you're not going to have the eye relief of most of your Optics out there with this mount. So pros and cons there. That's the con. The pro is Aero is developing another prototype. Now I have this picture of the prototype that you see there, and what that's going to do is it's going to move the rear ring up about an inch. So that's going to pretty much solve that problem and bring it online with most of its competitors out there. So that's the good news. Bad news is it's not out yet. So if you guys don't mind and you need to get an ultralight scope mount, this one is available. If you guys can wait and you need that extra eye relief, probably wait till the next one comes out. If you guys have any questions about this mount or anything else I talk about here in the channel, feel free to post below in the comments section. You can also ask over at my Facebook page. But as always guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.